Hello, brothers, and welcome back to G.A.R. Productions. Today, we're going to look at my most wanted Lego minifigures. I did the sets I most want a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to do minifigures because that was the poll, was the second most voted item. And then what I'm going to talk about this weekend is kind of like what CIS vehicles we need. But that's going to be that this weekend. I'm going to jump right into it. I did this based on what level of how much I want it, not necessarily price. So it's not based on price. It's how much I really want these figures. So first of all, we have the 2013 B-Wing pilot. Kind of a misnomer. I always really wanted him though when he came out. I think he's pretty cool. Kind of a rare Rebel pilot and not really well known. So I wanted to get him. I really wanted to get the little planet set with him, but it was like the last Planet series was not released in the US, or if it was very limited, and I never saw. I wanted that one and the one with the Tantive 4, and I never saw them. So very disappointed in that. Still want to pick him up, but that's the one I want the least. Next up is the Imperial Recruitment Officer from from the Solo movie. Mostly, I just want him so I could take his head off and put a clone helmet on, or a clone head on, because I want some clone officers. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just so I could have an Imperial or a clone officer or something like that. I kind of want an officer with just 2 stacked rank insignia, because that's more fitting, especially for the clones. But the only one that's been released, I think, has been the officer in the UCS Star Destroyer. So that's not really financially feasible for me at this time for just to take his head off and put a clone head on. Not right now. Hopefully Lego at some point will just release a 2 blue, 2 red stacked officer at some point. Next, I have the Wookiee with leg printing from the 2019 ATRT. Really wanted to get that Wookiee, wanted to get that set. I just didn't really need it at that time. I had started college, so it just wasn't a high priority at that time. So I actually missed that set and really wish I had gotten it. So he's definitely a minifigure I would like. Heading into, now, those are kind of the cheaper end. Heading into the expensive end. Next, I do have the Queen Amidala from the Gungan subset. I really would like that minifigure, but it's not going to, if I could find a good deal, I might pick her up, but it's she's $200, so it's some of the other ones I really want to try and get. That one I'm kind of 50-50. Like the next one, the Kashyyyk Scout Trooper, the OG, he is less expensive, but he's still pretty expensive, but I really do want to try and get just one of him at some point. So we'll see about that. That's my next one. Heading into my 4th spot, I have K2SO. I love his character. Don't have him yet. One of my favorite characters, and I'd just like to use it as an Imperial Enforcer droid as well, not just necessarily using him as K2SO, but using him as an Imperial Enforcer droid. Number 3rd spot of ones that I would like is the Shadow ARF Trooper. He'd probably be higher on the list if he wasn't so expensive. That's kind of what kept him down lower on the list, is because I don't know realistically if I will get him because he is that expensive. Maybe someday, if this takes off well and I can justify it as a business expense, maybe. But right now, yeah, no, he is not an option right now, but it is a figure I want. Number 2 spot, I have Quinlan Vos from the 2017, I believe, Turbo Tank. What an amazing figure. Really want that figure. He's come down a little bit in price, but such an amazing figure. So he's the number 2 figure I really, really want. And then going right along in the number 1 spot used in the poll is that Luminara from the same set. Just one of the best Jedi minifigures Lego's ever created. She is absolutely perfect. I know she's expensive, but I feel like she does not get enough praise. It is one of the best Lego Jedi that Lego has created. Just an amazing figure, and she is on the top of my list for my most wanted figures. So again, that's Luminara, Quinlan Vos, Shadow ARF Trooper, K2SO, the OG Kashyyyk Scout Trooper, Queen Amidala, Wookiee with leg printing from 2019, an Imperial Recruitment Officer, and then the B-Wing pilot from 2013. And that is going to do it, guys. Those are my most wanted figures. Some other figures I want more of, but it's not necessary. I already have some. Mostly just army builders, really, when it gets down to it. So those are the figures that I don't have that I'd like to get at some point. So really, comment down below, though, if you've made it this far. Let me know what figures do you want? What's your list of figures that you guys want? If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. Trying to get to 500 subscribers. Got a giveaway trying to get finished up. You guys can go check that out from a couple months ago. It says giveaway in the video title. You guys can still enter. Going to try and do that either the end of this month or the beginning of next month, and or if we can get to 500 subscribers by the end of the month, which really isn't that impossible. But check that out if you guys want to enter. And I think that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.